Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel, iMEO, Improving Management, Employees, and Organizations. Today, we're going to be talking about something that I absolutely love, and it's management systems and why they are important for your business. So the three things that you're going to be able to take away after viewing this video is what are management systems, why are management systems important. We're going to also go through a formula for creating a management system. And we'll also be discussing insights from the book Emyth or Entrepreneur Myth by Michael Gerber, which provides great guidance on how to build efficient and effective management systems. So if you're ready, go ahead and smash that like button. Stole that from TK, but go ahead and smash that like button. Go ahead and hit the notifications and subscribe if you are not already subscribed to continuously get these videos that we provide to you to help you grow and build your business. All right, let's dive into it. First, you might have heard management, you might have heard systems, but you might not have heard them together. So, what are management systems? Management systems are a set of procedures, tools, and processes that a company uses to manage its operations, resources, and employees. In other words, management systems help business owners to organize and streamline their work so they can focus on what they do best. Now, one of the biggest takeaways that a lot of people repeat after reading eMyth is that you want to work on your business rather than in your business. And the metaphor that I leverage for explaining this is whenever you're working on your business, you're moving the needle forward. You're running in a straight line, or, well, any entrepreneur knows it's not a straight line, but you're actually moving the needle forward, where working in the business is like running on a treadmill. You're doing a lot of things and they're very important, but you're not actually moving the needle forward. You get in that rat race. All right. So let's go ahead and go into why are management systems important. So first of all, management systems helps business owners to create a consistent and reliable experience for their customers. And I would also add their employees. But by establishing clear procedures and standards, companies can deliver high quality products and services that meet their customers' expectations. And that's a big thing. Think about whenever you've downloaded an app or you used a service provider and they did not deliver on what they said that they were going to deliver on. That was a loss of trust. And once you lose that trust, it's hard to gain it back. So you want to make sure that you're meeting the customer expectations. Now, by establishing clear procedures and standards, companies, they're able to deliver what they say that they're going to deliver because they know what is expected. Now, secondly, management systems help businesses reduce their cost and increase their efficiency. So by automating certain processes, delegating tasks to employees, and optimizing workflows, businesses can save time, money, and resources. Now, this is something that I did whenever I was at my last position at Kumu, where I was the director of sales operations and sales engineering. I initiated this strategy for a cost reduction in our tools and systems that we were leveraging. Because one, we went from 150 employees down to 83. And so what that told me was we were spending a lot of money on tools and seats that we didn't necessarily need. I also made sure that whenever we were tracking this, we were seeing how much usage are we using, who are the users that are using this tool, so on and so forth. But by being able to look into a management system of operations, I was able to reduce the cost of what we were spending on tools by $200,000. Just think about that, $200,000. And then that also sparked the remainder or the other team members to think about what they were doing. And eventually, overall, we were able to go from $600,000 reduction in what we did. So think about that as a small business. if you're somebody who has tons of tools, or you're doing a lot of things without these systems, then or you're doing a lot of things with these systems and you're not necessarily taking advantage of them, or you have too many seats, think about the amount of money you could save by doing that. Now, the other thing that I mentioned was automating certain processes. And that's exactly what we did at Kumu as well, and what we help other people do in small businesses, specifically online businesses. Because what we're trying to do is, if we're working with a small business who has a small team, we want to maximize the amount of things that they can do as the number of people that they have, right? So for one example of something that we leverage is a go-to-market strategy where we are creating product-led growth, automatization. Is that a word? I don't know. Just keep going with me. And so what we do is we help them build a lead magnet. We help them build a landing page with a form, and then connected is you run Google ads on that landing page with the form in there. Whenever somebody submits their contact information on the back end, that triggers an automated sequence. So they'll get the thing that they're looking to get, which is the PDF or the lead magnet or the ebook or whatever it is that you're offering, a free course. And so once they get that, they've already received the value. We said that they were going to get something if they added their contact information. They received it. Now they understand that they can trust us. And then on the back end, we have email drip campaigns. One is a welcome campaign saying, welcome to X company. This is what we deliver, and we thank you so much for downloading it. Just over the next few weeks, we're going to provide you some information that can hopefully help you grow your business, or whatever that is that they're offering. Now, on the other side, we have a couple of sales emails, but they're value generated. It's like jab, 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 right hook, like I always talk about with Gary Vee's book. But basically, we're providing value, value, value. Then we hit them with, oh, if you like this lead magnet, did you know that we also offer XYZ as a service? So if you're interested in that, set up a call or buy this course, whatever it is. But that's what we do. And that's also what I did whenever I was working at Kumu as a director of sales operations. We built out the sales process, and we use demand base for account-based marketing, ABM, and we leveraged engagement minutes. So whenever somebody would come into the or whenever somebody would come to the website, we would be able to gauge how many minutes they were there. Once they hit the threshold of minutes, that would trigger an automated workflow to outreach.io, and we would have a drip campaign there as well. And then once the prospect would respond to us, we had an SDR, or a sales development representative, or a BDR, business development representative, whatever language you use. It's the person that talks to the prospect to qualify them as a sales qualified lead versus a marketing qualified lead. So that's what we did. And it allowed us, as a smaller team, like I said, we went from 150 to 83. It allowed us to actually replace our BDR program and shrink it down to one person instead of having 3, 4, 5, 6 BDRs. So we help people do that. If you're interested, go ahead and do that. Now, let's talk about Emyth by Michael Gerber. I can't talk today, but hopefully you're still getting the insights that you need. So this is a book that provides great insights how to build effective management systems. And management systems, they're one of the best things that you can do for your organization. But Emyth emphasizes that every business should have a clear vision and purpose. Business owners need to define their goals, their values, and mission, and communicate them clearly to their employees, because this is going to ensure that everyone is aligned and working towards the same objective. Now, we focus on OKRs, and we believe that that's the best company goal setting framework that you can leverage, because it brings everybody together from a top down, bottom up approach. So if you want to learn more about that, we have tons of videos there. We have an objectives and key result playlist. Go ahead and check that out. But let's go ahead and continue. It just to repeat, it aligns everybody working towards the same objective. Now, the Emyth also highlights the importance of creating clear job descriptions and training programs for employees. By defining roles and responsibilities, employees know what is expected of them and they can perform their task efficiently. Also, training programs help companies or employees to acquire the skills and knowledge they need to excel in their jobs. And then finally, the Emyth stresses the need for businesses to automate their processes as much as possible. This means using technology, like we described earlier, tools to streamline your workflow, reduce errors, and save time. By automating certain tasks, businesses can free up their employees to focus on more important and strategic work, right? Now, just circling back real quick before we go to the formula for creating a management system. Training programs for your employees is something that I think a lot of companies overlook or they don't think is as important as it is. Now, there's a difference between onboarding, training, and enablement. Now, the difference is onboarding happens whenever you start at a company, right? So you're learning the business, you're learning the messaging, you're learning what the company does, how the company does it, you're learning HR policies, you're learning your managers, ins and outs and how they operate. You're learning your team. Basically, you're becoming part of the team that you signed on to join. Now, training is different. This is my opinion, but training should be specific to your department, to your team, and to your specific role. This is the part that I think so many companies miss out on. They say, "Oh, we onboarded the employee, they're good to go. Send them off and running, and then they'll learn as they go." But no, there needs to be a specific training program for that specific person related to that specific team and or department. Now, enablement is another thing that you can do. And enablement is continuously providing your employees with information, tools, skills, resources that they need to continuously improve at their position. So don't just don't just start at onboarding. Don't just stop at training. Continuously share knowledge with your employees so they can continuously learn, grow, adapt, and see them be successful more and more because of these things. All right. So that's extremely important. And that's an example of a management system, right? So now let's go into the formula for creating a management system. Now, I know that I've already gone through a lot, so pause the video, take the notes on what you had to, but really hone in on what I'm telling you here, because this is the formula for creating a management system in your organization. So to create a management system for your business, let's do these things. One, define your business goals and objectives, right? That's very simple, but you really want to brainstorm and have full-on conversations. Identify the outcomes you want to achieve and how you'll measure that success. Again, we support objectives and key results, or OKRs. We have an entire OKR program that we offer to companies. If you want to learn more about that, like I said, we have a OKR playlist, but we're also open to having a conversation. Even if it goes nowhere, we can talk about OKRs. Okay, that's one. Two, break down your operations into processes. So list all the tasks and activities involved in running your business and group them into processes such as examples: ordering, production, development, customer service, quality control, sales process, so on and so forth. But you want to make sure that you have these processes listed. And then you take this next step, which is three, standardize your process. Now, you might have heard certain things like SOPs, which stands for standard operating procedures, but you want to create procedures and guidelines for each process, specifying who does what, when, and how. This is going to ensure consistency, and it's also going to help your business reduce errors. So one of the things that we've seen a lot whenever I talk to business owners, entrepreneurs, CEOs, founders, they run away whenever we mention the word process, procedures, policies, because they're scared or they're afraid or they're concerned that whenever you implement processes and procedures, that your business is going to turn into a bureaucracy. It's going to turn into politics. It's going to turn into the organization that they used to work for and the reason that they became an entrepreneur. But that's entirely wrong, right? I go against them all the time because a process, as I mentioned before, should be a guideline. It's a way that you can, as I mentioned, reduce errors, save time, save money, and clarify what people should be doing at your organization, right? So whenever you have these standardized processes laid out, it's going to help you with onboarding, training, enablement. It's going to help you with your ramp time of getting people up to speed so they can start providing value to customers and the business. There's so many things that are beneficial to having standardized operation procedures or standard operating procedures or standardizing your processes, right? The next step is assign roles and responsibilities. Define job descriptions and responsibilities for each employee and ensure that everyone knows what is expected of them. So think about this, right? Compare jobs that you've had in the past. Take a job where you were hired, you were brought into an organization, and you didn't have clear understanding of what you were supposed to do, or a clear understanding of how you were measuring success in doing what you were supposed to do, versus a position where you came on, you had onboarding, training, enablement. The manager told you their expectations of you. They also told you about your role and the responsibilities that you were tasked with, and that you would be measured on these criteria to see if you were successful. Which one did you find more beneficial? Chances are it's the one where you knew what you were supposed to do, right? So make sure that you clarify and assign roles and responsibilities to your employees and be very specific. Now, the next piece is what I've already been honing in on, which is train your employees. Provide training and development opportunities to equip your employees with the skills and knowledge they need to perform their task efficiently and effectively, right? One of the great models that I refer to a lot is the job characteristics model. And that is understanding what it is that you're supposed to do in an organization. And whenever you understand as an employee, you are more likely to see better performance from that employee, higher job satisfaction, and they're just going to be better overall because they understand what they're supposed to be doing. So make sure you talk about that and you do that. Now, the last one for the formula framework is monitor and evaluate performance. Again, OKRs is what we talk about. KPIs is another option. SMART goals. It doesn't matter whatever framework you leverage, but make sure that you have regularly reviewed your processes, your employee performance, and make adjustments as needed. So don't just review them, analyze them, and understand what is working, what's not working, what needs to be improved, what gaps are we missing, how can we fill those in, right? So use data, feedback to identify areas for improvement and track progress towards your goals. Now, by following this formula, you can create a management system that helps you to run your business more efficiently, effectively, and most importantly, almost more consistency. as a founder, a CEO, a business owner, the more consistent you are, a manager, a leader, the more consistent you are, the more that your employees are going to trust you, the more that they're going to be willing to follow you wherever you choose to set the direction of the company. And the more likely they're going to want other people to come on board. So it's a recruiting tool too. Okay. So I've covered a lot, right? What is management systems? Why are they important? And then I've given you a formula for how you can start using management systems in your organization. So the key takeaways for this video is management systems are procedures, tools, and processes that businesses use to manage their operations, resources, and employees. Management systems helps businesses create consistent and reliable experiences for customers and employees. They help reduce cost and increase efficiency and effectiveness, I would add. And then for the Emyth, Michael Gerber provides insights into building effective management systems. He also emphasizes the importance of having a clear vision and purpose, defining job descriptions and training programs, and automating processes as much as possible. Again, selfish plug, iMEO company, improving management, employees, and organizations. We help you define your vision and your purpose. We help you build out your management systems. We help you with management coaching. We help you with automating your processes when you can and where you should. So if you've gotten to this point in the video, thank you so much, first of all. But second of all, that means that you are interested in this topic and we can help today. So reach out to us, info@imeoconsulting.com, or use the link in the description to schedule a meeting with us. Again, no strings attached. We just want to learn more about your business and see how we can help. But in summary, management systems are essential for your business if you want to grow and succeed. And by implementing efficient and effective management systems, your company can deliver great customer and employee experience. You can reduce cost. You can increase efficiency, increase efficiency and achieve the goals that you set for yourself and your company. Now, if you want to learn more about how to build great management systems, we highly recommend, if you don't use us or if you do use us, read Emyth by Michael Gerber. But thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel to get more great content. Thank you so much, and we'll see you on the next video.